Well, the game of football has taught me so many things, man. Now, think about the huddle we have right now, right? I tell people this all the time. There's a reason why they call it a huddle. People have been huddling all their lives, trying to find ways to enhance each other's lives. The great teams do that all the time. The great teams do that. The better the huddle, the better the team. And so it's simple, man, how if you huddle for all the right reasons, we wouldn't have Ferguson. We wouldn't have some of the challenges that we have in our society. But as we all know, there's always a moment when somebody doesn't belong in the huddle. And yet we have to continue to move on. We got to continue to play. So the game of life, man, is always starting with the huddle. And for me, I'm lucky enough to know that, by the graces of God, man, it's been a nice huddle. It's been a nice huddle. And if I just keep making sure that he's in front of me, I'm gonna be all right.
Welcome to FootballGameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Emery Hunt, the czar of the playbook, here at the 2017 NFL Regional Combine in Washington, D.C., or right outside of Washington, D.C., in Ashburn, Virginia, at the Washington Redskins practice facility, here with Daniel Vandervoort of McMaster. Now, I call McMaster the Alabama of the CIS, or I'm sorry, U Sports now,
exactly.
the new term. But you had a great workout here today. One thing that was impressive about your game on film and out here is that you are able to slow the ball down with your eyes and catch the ball cleanly with your hands. Is that something you work on while you're in college?
Oh, for sure. You work on your craft every day. Just countless hours just makes the ball, like you said, go slower. So just been working with my quarterback, Asher Hastings, Marshall Ferguson over the years. We've been really working my craft, so hopefully help show the scouts today.
Well, one thing about the U Sports game as opposed to NCAA is slight differences in the game as far as the forward motion and things of that nature.
Yeah.
Have you been able to adjust quickly to what you're going to be probably doing at the NFL level?
Yeah, for sure. I used to play X position, which is wide out in high school, so it helped me adjust really because in the CIS I always played slot back, so you do have a motion, but helping playing wide receiver in high school really helped be stationary and get used to that, so it helped coming here. For sure.
Now, a lot of people may not be familiar with McMaster football and your game as a whole. What's one part of your game you think right now is just being vastly underrated?
Underrated? I would say my catching. I wouldn't say it's underrated, but I would say that the scouts seem to focus on the testing aspect, and you kind of underrate the catching aspect. So I think that it's not really that I'm underrated. I think it's at like a total football underrated. You kind of focus on the stats rather than the actual football game itself.
That's a good point, because I think a lot of times we do tend to get caught up in how tall, how short, how fast, how slow, and forget the actual game of football. And that's the first thing that stood out to me about your game. Again, you play the game very well, and especially coming from down up north to down south, it translates. So taking guys back up north, what is it about the CIS or the U Sports game that people in the States need to know about?
I think that they need to know about that there's football up there. I was talking to one of the quarterbacks. He asked me where I'm from. I said Toronto, and he looked at me and goes, "You guys have ball up there?" So yeah, I think that we play football and we play really well. So I think that scouts and just people recruiting and stuff need to head up north. There's a lot of great players all over the U Sports that are top. So I think that they need a little bit more coverage.
Well, you definitely represented Canada well out here, and also McMaster football. We wish you the best of luck moving forward.
Perfect. Thank you very much.